Welcome. I'm Peter Carlstein. I'm a real estate broker with Paracelsus Property Management. I'm joined today by my friend and colleague, Tommy Linnick with POWUR PBC Solar. Tommy is an alumni of SDSU. He's in the top 1% of over 5,000 solar consultants with POWUR PBC. He leads a team of consultants in California and Texas. He's helped hundreds of homeowners in California, Nevada, Texas, and Arizona to go solar. His last 2 years, his focus has been on homeowners associations, especially condominiums, as well as helping investors get solar on their properties. So Tommy, thanks for showing up here. Thanks for being here. I want to jump into the top 3 questions I've got. Number 1, I've heard solar increases property value. How exactly is that determined though?
Yeah, Peter, thank you so much for that amazing introduction. I really appreciate it. Made me feel real good inside. So it's a fantastic question. You know, one study noted by National Renewable Energy Labs, NREL, found that home value increases $20 for every $1 that we reduce in electric bills by adding solar panels. So for instance, if you have $1,000 that you pay the utility in electricity for the entire year, you can assume that $20,000 will be the additional home value that that system will create you. To keep it simple, there's plenty of studies, but that's my favorite one.
That's great. Wow, that's huge. That makes it pretty simple too to evaluate.
Oh yeah.
Now, can I take advantage of the federal tax incentives if I put solar on my investment property?
It's a fantastic question as well. And then the answer is absolutely. So it doesn't matter if your home is an investment property, you can still claim the tax credit. You're the one buying the system. It is the same thing as if you did it for your primary residence. Doesn't matter at all. You're still going to get the tax credit. Same thing goes with state incentives.
Great. That's good to know. Now, lastly, and I know a lot of people are going to be asking about this, are there laws in place that prevent HOAs from denying solar? And are there any hurdles or workarounds that would be helpful to know about, especially with condos?
Yeah, this is my sweet spot right here. So as far as the HOAs go in solar, in California, there are laws in place. And what it's called is the Solar Rights Act. What it does is it bars HOAs from denying residents access to the sun. So every resident should have access just like the homeowner down the street. One thing that I'd say one hurdle that I've experienced, and one just for example, is out in Santee, I did solar on, it was probably one of the first systems that I did in my career. And we did solar on a carport, mainly because the HOA was a condo complex. They have like the shared roofs, which can present a couple different, issues with the HOA, but nothing we can't work through, right? So all they wanted was them to not be on the common area roofs, especially not viewable from the street. So we just said, okay, we'll revise the plans. We'll put them on the garage. That's where the utility meter was. And that's how we created the solar policy for that HOA specifically. So we appeased them. They were extremely happy. The homeowner only had to take responsibility for the garage portion of their roof. And now every person in that all electric complex can go solar when no one thought they could.
Awesome. So you're a trendsetter in the industry. That's cool.
Yeah, I like to say HOAs are probably my niche. 100% actually. I have fun.
Excellent. So from what I've heard today, solar increases property value about $20 per dollar spent on electricity. You can still take advantage of the federal tax savings, even if it's an investment property, which is great. And with condos, there are workarounds. I know sometimes HOAs have a bad rap for trying to prevent people from doing things, but it sounds like you have experience that will enable the homeowner to overcome some of those obstacles and get into solar. Absolutely, Peter. There's very rarely is there something that can't be worked around. All HOAs, it's not rocket science. They have certain requirements, certain things that they like you to adhere by. And as long as we do that, solar is no different than any other architectural improvement. It's very simple. Just have to be able to do the work and make sure it happens. Fantastic. Well, I appreciate your time today, Tommy. If people need to get in touch with you, what's the best way for them to reach out to you? Feel free to email me, SolarProTommy@gmail.com. You can reach out to me by phone. My personal number is my business line as well, 408-771-6930. LinkedIn /SolarProTommy. Any of those work just fine. Awesome. SolarProTommy, thank you very much for your time today, and look forward to seeing you out there in the future.
Thank you so much, Peter. I appreciate you too.
Thanks. Bye.
Take care.